What's the deal with Western wear? Let's talk about it. Hi, in case you're new to this channel and don't know who I am Slick Nick. And yes, I have done keto over the past several months, now less than a month from turning 40. And I had to get rid of 2 garbage bags full of clothes that no longer fit me. Size large, in which, especially up here in the chest area, it was just so baggy and uncomfortable. So I ended up relaunching a wardrobe, and it just kind of fell in place. Why not Western? See, the thing is, before, I guess I never really thought about it, because when you have a waist in which your stomach comes out further, it just doesn't, it's gonna look sloppy. But see, now that I can, and these are Wranglers, these are size 31, it actually works out to where a belt buckle looks nice there. It's flat here, and it's not, my shirt's not puffing out like a dress because it actually fits in there. It's funny because I never really thought about it, but if you are trim enough, if you're slim enough, if you can get down to a size 31 waist, it's amazing. I mean, clothes in general are going to look better on you, but when you have the jeans that fit this way, oh, what about these boots too? Let's talk about it. It's the whole trio. And of course, I had already made a video talking about how my wife and I went to Walmart and we found these Western shirts with the snap buttons on clearance. And it's like a light bulb went off, and I thought, why would you care about paying more for fancier clothes, certain name brands? It's ultimately all made in Bangladesh anyway. So why not pay less money? And it's funny because the Western look is classy, it's handsome, it's masculine. So I'm all in at this point. And my wardrobe mainly is this now. And I'm very happy about it. It's funny, this morning we went to church and I was dressed like this, and it's just, wow, it's a sophisticated look. Men notice it is a handsome professional look. So let's just kind of break it down. I want to actually start with the boots. So these boots are Cody James, and there's a place not too far from where I live called Boot Barn. I live in Tennessee, and my wife and I have this tradition of going to get our taxes done. My parents come in from out of town, from Alabama, and they stay with the kids while we go out and get our taxes done, and then we stay in a hotel in downtown Nashville and just hang out. So we both wanted to go to the Boot Barn. And so I ended up not necessarily planning on getting any boots, but check this out. So these boots were on sale. I got them for $95, $94.99 for these boots. And I'm the kind of guy who could appreciate the turquoise, because, you know, I didn't want them to be completely so serious, but I wanted to be the guy who could pull off having turquoise cowboy boots. So these are Cody James. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description in case you want to try to find some similar to these. These have the rubber on the back instead of wood or leather. And something I learned too from getting these boots is that normally I'm a size 10, but in these I'm 8.5, and I spent like an hour and a half trying on boots to make sure they fit well. And ultimately I had to buy some better socks. These are some Dickies socks. They're better than the socks that I had, and I think that was part of the problem at first. They weren't that comfortable because they were thin socks made out of like polyester. So I got some good cotton socks that helped. And it's something I've learned too in just getting boots is you don't want them to be too big. So again, boot sizes apparently run smaller than what you're used to. For me, again, I'm always size 10. In fact, let me show you something. So here's some of my other boots. I love these boots. I paid like 18 bucks for these at a clearance place. So these are size 10. These are my normal size, but size 8.5 in these. So the concept is, when you're trying on boots, is that when you put them on, you want to hear the pop. Let me see if I can prove it to you. Oh, it's funny because I can't do it when I've got my leg up like that, but listen for it when I put it on as I got my foot on the ground. There you go. That's what you want. You want there to be a little bit of a struggle. And I don't even have to worry about getting the kind that flare out. I mean, these are Wranglers just from Walmart, just the basic ones that are like $18. So they don't have the brown patch, you know, the big thick one. They just have the little red tag. But I'm okay with that for now. I'll work my way into the real kind. But so after I got these shirts and then got the ring, okay, that works. It all really, and then with the boots, I was like, I have to finish strong, so I gotta have a belt buckle. But what's funny is, what I didn't realize is, and let me demonstrate, what I didn't realize is that you have to have an actual belt that will work with this. So if you want a belt buckle, you have to have a belt that will attach to it, because the belt buckle comes off, it just straps in. But I never owned a belt like that. I just had ones that already had the buckle on them. So now I know how this thing actually works. Let's see, where am I at? It's funny because this is a different kind of system wearing a belt. Let me see, get on here. Is that where I guess that's where I had it. And it's interesting too, because I had to go with a size small belt. They have it in groups, you know, small, medium, large, extra large. So I'm these are size 31, 32 jeans in Wranglers. And that's the category. If you're size 31 waist, you're automatically kind of at the top of the small waist. So what that's going to mean is if I slim down more, which I do plan on it, what's going to happen is I'll have more of this belt to kind of go through here, because it barely goes through here, and it would barely go through there as well. But we just want to close this video by fathoming the concept of Western wear. And it doesn't mean that you're pretending to be a cowboy if you're not. Granted, yes, I am from Alabama, but I'm not playing this up and speaking with some kind of deep Southern accent just because I'm wearing this. But the psychology involved in this, as far as Western wear, is very masculine, and it's very handsome, and it's very rugged. So Western wear has always been part of American culture. But I think now, when you're the person who does it, you're the person who pulls it off, you're the man who does that, people notice. It's funny because a lot of people just want to fit in. They don't want to stand out. But I think Western wear is a good way to stand out in a very positive way. It's undeniably masculine, and it's undeniably handsome. And I think handsome is a good thing to chase. You know, the concept of being good looking, that seems kind of like a flaky concept. But being handsome has less to do with your actual looks and your overall appearance as far as something you can do. And again, it all is because I went keto and was able to lose extra fat and slim down. And now I'm less than a month from turning 40, and I feel great about how I look, and I feel great about how I feel. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And now I'm going to have to make some more videos talking about it. Your comments belong right here.